Hey, since there's no in-game content right now, we'll do a video about out-game content. This video will be the top 5 Genshin Impact characters that should get their own game. By the way, this video was heavily inspired by Scooch's idea, so Scooch, hi, I love you, thank you for the idea. Of course, I had tons of ideas of characters that I could put in, but there was just too many, so I decided to do honorable mentions too. So the first character I was interested in is Gesua. I thought his lore about leaving Inazuma and everything was super interesting, but they made an event about him, so yeah, he's gonna go in honorable mention because he's Hoyoverse stole my idea. And the second one was like a super easy, was Xinyan. I wanted Xinyan to be like a Guitar Hero type of game, but I don't think that's realistic. So now we're getting into the real top 5, and the number 5 will go to Diluc. Diluc is a super interesting character. I imagine him to be like in a type of game like God of War. It would be so cool to have him like beat everybody in a forest. I don't know much about the lore in Genshin Impact, but I know that he's been like alone in the forest or some shit. Number 4 would be Zhongli. Zhongli is a super old Archon for those who don't know. Like I would love a game like story based about his Archon days and the Archon War and everything. Of course, it wouldn't be able to release right now since we don't know all the Archon War is still a mystery to us in Genshin. But I imagine him like in a hack and slash like Bayonetta, but with the story being like the main focus, like a Persona or other famous JRPGs in this genre. So number 4 is gonna go to Zhongli. I would love him to get a proper story in a new game. So of course a lot of the characters are gonna have story-based games, since Genshin is all about the lore. Like, it doesn't have much gameplay events. So at number 3 I would put Ningguang. I think Ningguang could be super interesting. I tried to research her story, but I didn't find anything. So I would love a game that would explain how she got to the top of Liyue, and to see her day-to-day life when she was younger, and how she made her fortune and everything. So I think that would be super interesting. At number 2, I cheated a little bit. Well, I cheated on number 2 and 1. There's 2 characters I would love to see. Well, you guys know I'm a big Yae Miko fan, so I had to put her on the list somewhere. But I'm gonna put Yae Miko. Her story like 500 years ago or so, and her story with Makoto and how Makoto died and everything. The Archon War, she could even relate to Zhongli. I would love to see her story with Makoto, her growing and changing to fit her role as a Lady Guji. And I would love to see her story with Lady Sagu too. I even have an idea like how the game could end. The game could literally end with her arriving, or seeing the traveler arriving to Inazuma, and the game just like goes to credit scenes or something epic like that. So I would love to see her story, since we don't know much. Well, we know a lot, but you gotta do a lot of research. So I would love a game based on her story for it to be more accessible. So like I could even put Raiden with her, since Raiden's gonna be linked with Yae Miko, of course, and Makoto. So even though this duo has been milked the last weeks, I would love, and I say I would love, Klee and Albedo to get their own games. You know how good a game like, you know, like the games like Rhyme or Nunu and Woollop that are like friendship based games that you explore the world and to see how like their travels, how they met, what happened with Elise, like Klee's mother and everything. I think that would be so cool. It would be a game just like the web event, but with the actual dialogues, gameplay, story, and everything. For those who don't know, there was a web event release that you sent Klee and Albedo and traveling, and you received like phone wallpapers. Was super cool, super fast to do, super chill. But I would love to get their own games. So of course there was Kuki Shinobu and Yelan at the bottom of the list, but since they haven't been released yet, I don't know what to say about them. There was a lot of characters I thought about, like Venti, but Venti's kind of been asleep. Like, there's a lot of characters I was interested. Ayaka, we kind of got like a whole cutscene recently and everything. So it was kind of rough to make that list, but I think that's the 5 characters I would like to see have their own game. If you guys have any other ideas, tell me in the comments. I love reading the comments. I really want to know what you guys think about the list or other games. I think it would be cool. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. This is the first video I make in this style, so bear with me, and I'll be back later. Goodbye.
Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!